Welcome everyone. It's Kathy here once again from Pilates with Kathy. Today we've got a Pilates HIIT workout. We're going to be working upper body, lower body, abs with some cardio intervals. I hope you enjoy this workout. When you're ready, we will get started. Today we will be using a foam roller, also some TheraBands and a light pair of dumbbells. Meet me at the front of your mat. We'll begin with our warm-up. Feet nice and wide, turned out second position, toes, inhale. Arms reach overhead, exhale. Lower back down by your side, inhale. Arms reach, exhale. Lower back down to your side, inhale. Exhale, arms reach. Feel free to turn on some music whenever you're ready. As I mentioned before, I won't be streaming music in these workouts until I resolve copyright issues. Hopefully that'll be soon because I'd really like to enjoy music with you guys. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, Bend the Knees Now. Hit the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss any workouts. Also, feel free to comment. I'd like to know how you're feeling doing my exercises and if there's any modifications that you'd like me to show you. Just a few more here. Last two. Final rep. From there, turn to face the side. We will begin with the little single leg slide standing. Inhale. Bend the knees. Exhale. Slowly slide that foot up the mat. Inhale. And exhale. My mat's a little wobbly, so I will step off. Just glide over the carpet. Here, I'll adjust my camera angle for you. Legs are equal distance apart as if your feet are on train tracks. Hands on your hips, abs are drawing in. And keep smiling through. Slowly sliding those feet in with the ball of the foot. Just a few more right here. Two more. This is our final rep. Switching sides, sending that right foot back. Inhale. Dropping in the core. Exhale. And slide. My balance went a little off there. Slide to the front, slide to the back. Slide to the front, slide to the back. Adding a little rhythm in there for you. Just enjoy this workout. Just a few more. Last two. And the final rep. Turn to face the front. Gonna slide to the side, slide in middle. Slide to the side, slide middle. To the side, to the middle. Doing that same slide, except we're warming up our inner and outer thighs now. Lateral slides. slide to the side, slide through the middle, slide through the side. If you want, add some arms. Get a little more rhythm in there. One arm is bent, opposite arm is straight. Just a few more slides. Making sure your feet are parallel with one another. Last slide. Come to the center. Straighten my mat back up. We're going back to the mat. Inhale, single leg lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Arms are out to a T. Keep those abs drawn in. This is where we can add a little bit of a HIIT action, like we're hopping, flying like a bird. Smile. Are those abs drawing in? Warming up through those hips, hip flexors and knees, quadriceps, shoulders. A little high intensity interval training with our Pilates. One more hop each side. Awesome job. Step side to side. We got one more movement in this warm-up before we move to our very first interval, upper body. Keep the feet nice and wide, parallel feet this time. Twist and twist. Arms straight. You can reach one arm overhead. You can have your arms to the side or arms right in front in our fighter stance. Warming up those lats, wringing out the waistline, the obliques. This is our standing twist. Variation of that seated twist movement on the mat. Just a few more. Last two. Final rep. Awesome job, and that completes our warm-up. Grab your TheraBand. I think I'll grab my green TheraBand today. A little lighter to start. Moving to our upper body section. Tying that TheraBand around a pole. For me, I have a doorknob. Just going to tie this nice and secure so it doesn't snap loose when we're doing these movements. Try to move my camera a little closer so that you can see what I'm doing. Standing further away from the pole with our arms 90 degrees, feet are nice and parallel, abs drawing in. We begin our upper body workout with pull triceps, doing internal rotation. Arm is out to the side, inhale, exhale, pull in, inhale, release, exhale, pull in. We'll do a few slow Then we pick up the pace even more. One more slow, abs drawing in. Pick up the pace. Nice fast movements. You have the option to march in place with the legs if you'd like. Adds a little bit of HIIT action. Reach this opposite arm up and down if you'd like. Otherwise, just stay with this. Keep that arm to the side. Place this hand on the hip. Really getting into the upper part of the rotator cuffs, our supraspinatus muscle. That's a little groove in the shoulder blade on the side. Just a few more here. Last two. Final rep. Awesome job. Before we do the external, we're going to step closer to the pole. Keep our arm inward to start. Inhale. Reach the arm out to the side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to the side. Exhale back in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Now we're working the lower part of the rotator cuff, our infraspinatus and our teres minor. We also work that teres major in the internal rotation. Are you keeping those abs drawn in? Just a few more like this. Then we'll add a little single leg lift just to spice things up a bit. Pick up the pace. First, that fast arm to start. You can stay with that slower pace movement if you'd like. Otherwise, come with me, single leg lift. Get that knee up, hip height. Pilates HIIT. So we're combining two movements together. Just a few more to go. Try to keep this band from flopping back and forth. Last two. Final rep. With that same arm, going out to a diagonal lift, working the side of the shoulder, our latissimus dorsi, shoulder abduction here. We're also working the last part of our rotator cuff, our subscapularis, that's our top rotator cuff muscle. Subscapularis, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor. That's the order of our rotator cuff muscles from the top to the bottom. For this one, we are just going to stay with a low impact movement. If you want, you can add a little demi-plie. It's a little inner thigh work. Some lateral flexion in the legs and the hips. Just a few more to go here. Last 2, final rep. Awesome. Switching sides. This arm is now going into internal rotation. The right arm, abs pulled in, pull in and out. We inhale on the in, exhale on the out. We got one side, now we have to get the other side to balance things out. When we go to that fast movement, you have the option of sticking with that march or adding a jog. Place this hand on the hip. One more slow. Now we pick up the pace. Bring that in. Like a pulsing motion. Add that little jog or stay with that march. You can place this arm at your side or keep it on the hip. Are those abs drawing in? Feel those rotator cuff muscles turning on. Awesome job. We're creating our own little musical rhythm here. Last 2, final rep. Awesome. Stand a little closer to the pole. Start with this arm inward, external rotation. Inhale to the side, exhale in. Inhale out to the side, exhale in. Step a little further away because I'm too close to the wall. When we go to that higher intensity, I don't want to smack the wall. One more slow. Pick up that pace. Pulse out to the side. Really getting that rotator cuff. Add a high intensity knee if you'd like. High knee run or that single leg lift. Your choice. Just a little further to go. Hand on the hip keeps you balanced. Last 2, final rep. Same arm, that diagonal reach. Lats on top of the rotator cuff. Keep those abs drawing in, feet are parallel. Demi-plie. Sticking with the low impact for this one. Adding a little lateral flexion of the hips. Getting into the inner thighs. Just a few more. Last 2. Final rep. Awesome job. Shake out that arm. We're going to untie our TheraBand. Yes, I can. Best for me to just pull it off the knob. The knots are really tight on this, so bear with me for a moment. You can also grab another TheraBand if you'd like. Here, I've got mine untied now. Now we're going to place the TheraBand around the pole in the middle so we have an equal length on both sides. We're going into our next pole series, turning to face the opposite side of the pole, back to the pole. Our hands are holding the TheraBand. Reach your arms out to the side in abduction and back. Make sure you keep your weight back in your heels so that your body does not roll forward. Stepping further back towards the pole, depending on how much resistance you want. This is working into our deltoid muscles and our lats. We've got a little assist from the pectoral muscles. Keep your wrists nice and straight. My band's a little slick, so I might stop in between to readjust. Keeping those abs drawn in nice and tight. We're staying with low intensity here. One more rep. Awesome job. Turning to face the pole this time. We're working our triceps, bringing the weight forward on the toes so that our body does not lean back like so. Bring your arms behind you. Press back. Little forward. Stopping at the hips. Keep that tension on the triceps. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Just a few more here. Last two. Final rep. Awesome job. Release that TheraBand from the pole now, or the doorknob, whatever you were using. My TheraBand's a little stuck on here. Trying to untie it here. Doesn't look like I can untie this one. Wait, here it comes. Okay. Just going to place this one off to the side. Grab a blue TheraBand. Coming back to standing on the mat. Inhale. Dropping in the abs. Exhale. Rotate out to the side. We're doing our seated series standing, but if you would like, you can grab a chair and sit down. Our goal is to get the external rotators and the shoulders. Our arms are 90 degrees, keeping tension on the TheraBand. Turning around so you can see what my shoulders are doing. My shoulders blades are staying nice and open even though I'm rotating outward. We don't want any protraction in the scapular muscles. Keep that smile going. You can add a little tap back with your feet. Taking that single leg slide and turning it into a tap. Just a few more here. One more. Bringing those arms up to shoulder height. Elbows are still bent. Inhale. Exhale. Open out. Working through the rhomboid muscles. Widening my hands a little bit. My arms are feeling a little tired. Getting less resistance, but still getting some good work in those rhomboid muscles. The outside part of our shoulder blades, they work in conjunction with the tricep muscles. They also work with the deltoids and the latissimus dorsi. Shoulder extension. Here they're doing shoulder adduction. As our blades are pinching together slightly. We're also getting a little bit of middle trapezius work. Just a few more here. Last two. Final rep. Awesome job. Continuing with that series, bringing our band out in front of us, open to the side. Appeared as though my band was going at an angle. As though one arm is a little bit wider than the other. But I have equal distance between both arms. Working into the back, upper back muscles. Just a little further to go here. Last two. Final rep. One more for that TheraBand series. We're taking the TheraBand behind our back, holding with one hand, opposite elbow is bent, doing tricep work. Keep those shoulders down away from the ears. We won't be here for as long. We got one arm and then the other. I forgot to smile. I was so focused there. But I am enjoying this workout. Last two. Final rep. Switching. This time bringing the left hand to mid-back. Right hand holds that TheraBand, elbow is bent. Tricep work. Are you enjoying this workout? I hope you are. We got just a few more here. Last 2. Final rep. Awesome job. Place that TheraBand off to the side. Bring that shoulder across. Give it a good stretch. We have a small little cardio interval before we transition to the floor. When you're ready, we'll go into that single leg lift. Switching sides. Opposite arm is reaching overhead. Getting a nice stretch in the back. When you're ready, we add that little hop. Hopping to the side. Single leg, straight leg. You can also do lift, lower pace. Keeping that arm out in front of you, chest height, shoulder height. Get a little stretch through those anterior deltoids. Running man, legs behind, arms in the ski position. Getting into our glutes. This is another part of the single leg lift to the back. Variation. There's all kinds of variations you can add with Pilates. Last one. Awesome job. Grab some water and meet me on the mat for our last part of our workout. The last half, we are halfway through. For this section, we will use our foam roller. Placing our foam roller lengthwise on the mat. Bringing my camera down. Sitting on the edge of the foam roller. Resting my head on the top part of the foam roller, reaching for my weights. We're going into a little bit of a shoulder opening. Reaching one arm overhead, switching and passing through, reaching the opposite arm in front. We'll add a single leg lift if you can. Otherwise, stay with this opening to start. I think I'll stay with the opening since I'm a little off balance with that single leg lift. Keep those abs drawing in. Keep the spine pressed down into the foam roller. Shoulders are open, neck is relaxed. That foam roller should be midline with the spine. Best way to keep your balance. I'm keeping my legs on the mat for this one. For the second part, we will switch to do just the legs. And if you want to do legs and arms together, release that foam roller and do that from the mat. Unless you're flexible enough, you can do both on the foam roller. This is opening, stretching through the deltoids and the latissimus dorsi muscles, part of our arm supine series. From there, place your weights on the mat. Lift both legs up, tabletop, placing my elbows on the mat just for balance. Do that opening with the legs. Simultaneously switching. This is part of the leg change move with straight legs instead of bent legs. You can straighten your arms and place your hands on the mat. Your shoulders start to crunch up towards your ears. The goal is to keep the work out of the upper trapezius and levator scapula. Even when we're doing shoulder stabilization. And also keep the serratus anterior active. That muscle that goes from the middle of the scapula and wraps underneath the armpit onto the top rib. Great for shoulder stabilization, our main shoulder stabilizer. Feel your lower abs turning on, our transverse abdominis. Just 2 more. Last one. Place those legs back down on the mat. This time we're bringing our arms directly over our chest, opening out to the side and in. Abduction and adduction, working the pectoral muscles. Keep those abs drawing in. Keep a smile on that face. Wherever you're doing this workout, whether it's from your home, in the park, or out on the beach, enjoy this experience. Even if you're in a gym doing this workout, just surround yourself with all the positive energy you can. Positivity, creativity, wisdom, understanding of your body. All great words to keep in mind. The goal is wellness, longevity, being around for your family and friends, being your best self for them. Last 2. Final rep. Awesome job. Place the weights down at your sides. Place your arms at your sides. Lift your legs back up. We're opening out to a V. Nice wide abduction. This is a move that we do with the TheraBand as part of stretching. Here we're doing this from a foam roller. Stretching out our hips. Working through the inner thighs. This is a combination of arms and legs. We'll do another cardio after this series before we finish with our final core series. 2 more. Last one. Awesome job. Lower your legs down. We're going to do one more in this series. Up and down circles with the arms. Just opening and stretching the shoulder blades and all the muscles surrounding them. One more. Switch. Going up overhead. Circling around. Wait, I did the same. Down, circle around, up overhead, lower, down, circle around, up overhead, and lower, down, circle, overhead, and lower, down, and circle, overhead, and lower. Place your arms down at your sides, doing that same motion with the legs. Going out, circle around, down and up, out, circle, down and up, out, circle, down and up, out, circle, resting on the elbows. Don't go as low with the legs, so we keep the balance. Starting to roll a little bit on this foam rollers. Gonna get up and readjust here for a moment. Just a few more this direction. Then we switch. Now reverse, out and up and down and out and up and down, out and up and down, hips and lower abs, and down, out, and up and down and open and up and down. Just a few more. Last one. Awesome job. We'll just do those three for our arm supine series. Turning into a plank. Foam roller is going widthwise. Going into that knee stretch. Start with our cardio. Readjust my camera angle just a little bit for you. Coming up into that front support, there's a straight line from your heels up to your hips and from your wrists to your shoulders. A nice square hip. Inhale, dropping in the core. Exhale, bring one knee in, send the leg back, knee in, leg back. This is called a knee stretch. We do this from plank, and we also do a prep in all fours. So if you want to come to all fours and do this movement to start, this is what it looks like. Otherwise, come back to that plank with me. Keeping that back nice and straight. When you're ready, we add a little hop switch. Coming into that mountain climber knee. Hop a little faster if you can. One more. Awesome job. From there, placing that foam roller underneath the left hip, reaching Opposite arm out to the side, rest on that arm. We're doing that side leg lift. This is called wall glutes. Lifting the top leg. Nice horizontal abduction of the hip. Getting into the outer thigh muscle. We did one cardio. Lift up and hold, bend the knee in, kick side, little side kick, adding a little more cardio in. And stay resting on that arm, or you can come up onto the forearm. Just a few more here. Last one. Bring that foot to the front. We're in a fallen triangle position, doing the second part of wall glutes. Lifting and lowering that leg. If this foam roller gets to be too much, you can take it away and do this movement from the floor. This just adds a little bit more lift to the hips. Getting into flexion of the hips, quadriceps. Readjusting. I'm going to readjust on my foam roller a little bit. Little lift, little lift, little lift. One more. Coming up onto my forearm. Adds a little bit more work to the hips. Now we're going to bend and kick. Little cardio kick. That's where our high intensity interval comes in. Readjust that forearm, making sure your elbow is in line with your shoulder, lifting out of that shoulder. Last one. Final series of wall glutes, part 3. Turn this heel up to face catty corner to the ceiling. Knees are touching each other. Lift and lower. Yeah, wall glutes is a long series, but a very good series. We're combining flexion and abduction together. Working this outer part of our glutes, our gluteus medius and minimus. And getting into another deep part of the glutes, our quadratus femoris, which is the outer part of the glute located underneath the medius and minimus. Reaching up, kick, 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 kick. Awesome job. Oh, switching sides. Resting over that foam roller. Hip on the foam roller, right hip. Resting on this top part of this arm. Lift and lower. Horizontal abduction of the hips. Outer thigh muscles. You can also turn the toe down in internal rotation. Take some of the work out of the tensor fascia lata. This part of our leg goes from the top of the hip down to the knee on the outer part of our leg. Yes. Just a little bit further to go with the series. We are almost done. And then we move to abs. Lift up one more time. Kick in and out. Just getting a little stretch with some cardio. Little kick, little kick, little kick, little kick. Keep going. I'm with you. Little kick, little kick, little kick. You can do this. And you're down. Coming up onto my forearm for the second part of wall glutes. Bring that leg to face the front of the room like you're in a fallen triangle position. And lift and lower. We're in flexion of the hip this time, getting into the quadriceps. Make sure you're lifting out of this bottom shoulder. This is quite a challenge for those legs. You can also bend this bottom knee if you need to give it a little rest. That's what I'm going to do here. Just a little bit more. I feel that work. One more. If you want to go into that kick, come with me. A little kick, 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 kick. You've got this. Keep going. Kick, 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 and kick. Awesome. Last part. Knees are together. Heel caddy corner to the ceiling. Knees touch diagonal. Lift and lower. Outer glutes. We're combining the flexion with the abduction together. I love this wall glute series. Get your legs and hips and glutes all together in ways you've never worked them before. Just keep a smile on your face and we will be through this real soon. Just a little further to go. One more. Hold it up. Kick, 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 kick. Kick it out, all the energy you've got. Kick, 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 kick. Ah, nice job. Sit it back into that child's pose. Get a little stretch of the hips and the back, upper back. Ah. Our final series is abs. Grab some water. I'm taking my TheraBand back for the abs portion. Using my gray TheraBand, that's my heaviest TheraBand. Placing it around the arches of my feet. Holding it with both hands, sitting up nice and tall. We'll begin with our roll up. Inhale, slowly roll down, abs in, untuck the pelvis, one vertebra at a time, slowly lower, exhale, roll back up, inhale, slow lower down, exhale, tuck through the pelvis, pull the abs in, roll back up, keeping the shoulders relaxed, open chest, inhale, rolling back, Exhale. Great way to warm up the ab muscles. Inhale. Rolling back. Exhale. Roll up through that spine. Inhale. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, rolling up through the spine. Somebody's vacuuming in the background. Let's pretend it's music. One more roll up. This time we straighten up our body, bend the knees in, going into that little teaser prep. Lift both legs at a time or one leg at a time. Keep the feet, toes pointed. Keep from scrunching your toes. Sitting back in the C curve position, balancing on the coccyx. Now, if you can, straighten your legs one at a time. This is getting us ready for that teaser. We'll roll down and roll up into the teaser. Just a few more here. Last two. Final rep. Awesome job. Slowly roll it down. Get ready. Roll up. Lift the legs up. This is a modified teaser to start. Getting us ready for that full teaser. If you can now, roll up, teaser, legs, roll up, teaser, straight legs, roll up, teaser, straight legs, roll up, teaser, straight legs. When you're ready, teaser, pulse the legs, roll back down, teaser, little pulse, roll back down, teaser, little pulse, roll back down, rolling up onto the coccyx, shoulders relax, abs draw in, legs nice and straight, rolling up and back down, teaser, rolling up and back down, teaser, roll it up and back down, one more, teaser, roll it up and back down. Come forward, release that band. We're going to do one more teaser challenge. Roll up into that teaser, rock it back, roll the legs overhead, roll up teaser, rock it back, roll up teaser, rock it back. Trying to remain in that V position without lowering the legs. Rock it back. This is a teaser rocker. Rock it back. Roll up teaser. Try that again. One more. Rock it back. Hold it overhead for a moment. This is a rollover position. When you're ready, slowly, slowly, slowly roll back down. Coming into the final part of our workout before we begin our cool down. Starting with our arms behind. Legs are planted on the mat. We're in prone. Turn the toes out, external rotation, inhale, drop into the abs, exhale, slowly lift the upper torso, inhale, lower down, exhale, slowly lift. This is a basic back extension, getting us ready for that swan motion. Keeping those arms nice and straight. We have a slight anterior tilt in the pelvis. Trying to stretch through that lower spine. One more. When you're ready, place your hands by your sides, underneath your shoulders. Inhale. Slowly lift up. The swan prep. Lower. Inhale. Lift just a little bit and lower. Starting with the upper body. Just a little lift of the shoulders. Elbows are still bent. Lower back down with the chest. Lift the chest and lower the chest. When you're ready, lift the legs, lower, lift up, lower, lift the legs, lift up. Still in our prep position. When you're ready, we will go into full swan. I'm going to stay in prep for a few more. One more. Now this time, come up all the way, lower down, lift, come up all the way, lower down, lift, come up all the way, lower down, lift, pick up the pace, trying to catch some momentum, lift the arms up. When you're ready, straighten the arms overhead, full swan, rock the legs, rock the arms. Just a few more. Last one. Ah, woo. And that was quite a movement. Sitting back in child's pose. I applaud you if you were able to do that. Coming up onto all fours, we will begin our final stretch. Inhale. Draw in the core. Exhale. Round the spine. Cat. Inhale. Flatten the back. Exhale. Up and round the spine. You're making the belly skinny like a cat. In yoga, we call this cat-cow. In Pilates, this is cat stretch. Nice way to stretch the spine after that swan movement. I hope you enjoyed that movement. That's a fun exercise to play around with. We start with basic back extension to get ourselves ready. Then we go into a little swan preparation. Work our way up to rocking in that full swan. When you're ready, come up into that. I'm gonna move my camera up a little bit more. Pardon my hand there. Coming into that hip flexor stretch. This right leg is forward, knee is bent. Left leg is behind us, stretching through the psoas muscle. Give that a good opening. Awesome job. Place this left hand on the mat, bend that left leg, reach for that left foot with the right hand, quad stretch. Just hold it here for a few. Last one. Switching sides. I like to end this with a little quadricep massage with that foam roller. Quad stretch, and then stick with me for one more. I guarantee you will love this movement. Okay, lower the legs. Move your equipment off to the side. Grab your foam roller. Turn that down one more time. Place your thighs on the foam roller. Rest on your forearms. Roll forward and back. Whew. Just get into those deep quad muscles, the deep fascia. Pull up and in your abs. Start to feel those muscles loosening. This is a wonderful tool for loosening those deep, tight twinges in the muscles. We get them from sitting, doing squats, bending over to lift a box. You can do this over any part of your leg. I like to do it under the calves, under the hamstrings, over the quads, and then the sides of the legs, even over the thoracic spine. It's really good. Just one more roll forward. Awesome job. And thank you so much for joining me today. That was quite a challenge. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment on the video, and let me know which movement was your favorite and which ones can be improved. I look forward to seeing you again. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.